tough series opener tonight. Had a lot of chances there to, capitalize early, even late. And, they got the one big swing, and, that was kind of the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, they had a chance to put up a big inning, and they did with the grand slam. We had a chance to put up a big inning, and I think we get strikeout, ground ball, weak ground ball, after taking a fastball first strike. Give their pitchers credit. Those two guys, obviously, Leiter and Armstrong came in there for the third, but Charles, man, they were really good. They struck us out 17 times. So that's a combination of, you want to give their pitchers credit, but I don't coach their pitchers. I coach our hitters. So I can address that with our hitters, and I think we have to, we just have to have a better approach, in my opinion, as to what we're trying to do offensively and how you increase your chances of winning in the ACC.
So, the last couple of weeks you've seen, a couple of the best strikeout pitchers in the country, and they've had their fair share of strikeouts. What are you looking for to kind of be able to cut down on that on your end? What's the key to stopping that?
It's a combination, taking fastballs for strikes early in the count. And then obviously recognition, chasing out of the zone, approach with two strikes. There's a lot to be said about quality at-bats. The goal is to always get the starter out. The only way you're going to get the starter out is make him throw a lot of pitches. That's one of two ways. He's either throwing the ball out of the strike zone, which most of your frontline ACC guys don't do that, or they're throwing the ball in the strike zone, and you can either have easy outs, or you can battle, fight, foul off some balls, give yourself a chance. And we're good enough to do it. So I'm gonna challenge our mental approach to help our physical approach, and see if we can turn the page here on what I'd say is just a lot of bad at bats.
And as far as as what you saw, that you could take as a positive tonight, do you try to focus on any positives through a loss and kind of point some of those things out when you're out in the outfield, or what was kind of the message tonight?
It's just be real. I mean, you just want to be real with them, because it's still early in the season, right? So we can just credit their pitcher and say he's a superstar, and we could chalk up all the strikeouts, but I think we have to challenge ourselves and control what we can control, and that's our mindset, that's our approach. And so, but it's amazing. I mean, we got a chance to win that game tonight. Like you say, it's 2 innings. They took advantage, had a huge inning, and we didn't, But the game is 9 or more innings, and so let's address the 9 innings. And we didn't play well enough to win. Pitched good, but not great. Didn't play great defense, and really weren't good in the batter's box. So, as we say, the 3 areas of winning baseball, postseason baseball, they beat us in all 3 tonight.
One of the areas that you guys have struggled with a little bit this year is kind of getting out of the gate. And tonight, you had a pretty good start. We're able to, up a couple runs early.
Yeah.
And that has to be a positive sign, because that's been something that you've, kind of spoken about a little bit this year, about how you've fallen down, and maybe that's a positive going forward, that you were able to kind of jump out a little early tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we got good hitters. So, man, to go through our lineup to start off a game, I will say it was challenging for the hitters. The shadows were tough. It was hard to score early, right? But once the shadows were gone, they took advantage, had a huge inning, and like I said, we didn't. So we got good players, we got good offense, but we're going to demand more from them. And so you got to turn the page, come out. You got another battle tomorrow.
And is that, what's the overwhelming message from you, from the coaching staff and things, as you do turn the page to tomorrow? Any kind of reset or anything you need to harp on, or just, turn the page and be ready to go?
No, I mean, like I said, you're going to address things. You're going to go over game notes. For me, like I said, it's just not happy with some of the at-bats and the approach and what we're trying to do at 2 strikes. And so we just want to address those things. But you got to come out and you got to play the game. You can't squeeze the bat, swing harder. You can't try to throw harder. you got to play better baseball. If you're gonna win in the ACC, you got to play better baseball, and we're capable of doing it. We've done it at times.
Okay.